Another kind of thing that wasn't on the list here, but I do want to talk about is the announcement from T-Mobile and SpaceX yesterday.
Yeah.
Very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, I totally missed the actual thing.
I kind of stumbled upon it.
And I did read the entire press release this morning because it was in my feed. And I was like, oh,
yes,
God.
darn it. Because you were the one that told me.
Yeah.
And then I set a reminder on my phone. My phone was charging, so I didn't see that. And then I was on YouTube just watching some videos, and it popped up as one of my recommended. And it was starting in 5 minutes, and I was like, yes.
As much as I love Good, I was sitting and watching a Good video instead.
Go. Yeah.
Well, GM Golf technically, but yeah, I could have definitely been watching that instead. But
the announcement was really fun. I forget the CEO's name from T-Mobile.
I still haven't.
Yeah, it'll always be Jean.
I know. I don't know. Andy Cam, help me out here.
It starts with a T, I think.
Seifert.
Mike Seifert starts with a T.
Seifert.
Okay, cool.
It ends with a T.
Right.
So he got up, talked a little bit about their whole beyond coverage mission, and then announced the above and beyond coverage, which is basically putting antennas on Starlink satellites that will provide very basic mobile coverage in dead zones.
So they're going to have to
in
add
the US.
hardware to each satellite?
Yes. The Gen 2 Starlink will have a...
Oh, so they're just going to send up new ones.
Yeah.
I was like,
the
what,
Gen 2...
That would be hard.
No, they are... No, gosh, I don't even know if that's possible.
I guess it's a thing, but I don't know. Space cowboys?
Yeah, right.
Let me get the antennas on you.
That was a good movie, by the way.
1,400 miles an hour space cowboys. I really, really, really want.
I need a personal spaceship that looks kind of like a horse.
I want some
sides.
graphics here. You better get to work on this, Andy Cam.
Wrangle the satellite and put the antennas on there.
So, yes, they will have to put antennas on the Gen 2 Starlinks that are going up. They're fairly large, which is interesting, but they'll fold out and provide this low band signal that your phone will be able to send out and it'll be able to pick up and stuff. And this isn't like a replacement for your cell phone coverage.
No.
At first I thought it was. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Eventually it could
that's
be.
the idea.
And that's why we're excited about it, because they did talk about, data and voice eventually coming. And so if you have
I think voice is going to be there, right? Or is it just messaging?
Not up front. Yeah, it's just texting and MMS and some select messaging apps.
Okay.
At the beginning.
I thought basic voice call was in there too.
Yeah, voice will come later, they said. But yeah, incredible announcement. But yeah, we're excited for the future, hopefully, where obviously Starlink is doing its thing. You can have the terminal. You can get internet access via Starlink. Right. Gabe mentioned earlier when we were talking in the office about how several terminals were sent out to Ukraine when everything was happening there. Mm-hmm. So that technology's there, but being able to use it without a terminal, right? And you just have your signal, your phone picking up a signal like it would when you're out picking up a signal off of a tower. And having that on a Chromebook. I mean, this always connected device that Chromebooks that's what the Chromebooks are built for, and being able to do that.
I'm ignorant a little bit about Starlink. Is the little terminals that accept the
that's like your router, right?
Yeah,
your
like
modem.
Are those like wireless dealios? Is that a little better?
No, I think they're
like they are like I've seen
an installation.
I've seen no. I've seen people that are like van life, living out in vans, and they're using them there.
Okay.
So
they're portable.
They are portable. Yes, it is not hardwired in any sort of way. Obviously,
yeah, because that was
looks
more
like
about
a golf simulator.
They're fairly small.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you put the little antenna on your vehicle or on your house or whatever,
but it's like a satellite, like Dish Network situation where it's got to be pointing like to the southwest sky or whatever.
Yep. I'm not super familiar with them. I've wanted to. I think it'd be fun just to test it. I think.
Could they not? Wouldn't it be cool if they could build something that could be installed on a car, for instance? And then T-Mobile could then, kind of like they're doing with their home internet, roll out a modem, a receiver basically that pulls in 5G, 4G, 3G when needed, but also can link up to the Starlink so that your internet in your car literally would never have an issue.
Always connected,
which would be really neat.
Yeah. It's
so some cool futures. Probably.
We're headed that way.
Yeah, and like this is
we need to for Skynet to happen.
Right.
So we can't have Terminator happen until that.
Unless
Yeah,
everything's
it
always
has
connected.
to be a global
Right, we need
100%.
full blown connectivity
Yeah.
here.
It's
There's-
reading the thing as 20% of the landmass in the United States is still
Yeah.
like dead zones. So,
Yeah, because you get in the Midwest and then national parks basically is where
gosh.
you run into no coverage. Basically, Wyoming.
There are places, even some of my fishing trips I take around here, there's weird little spots
yeah.
where there's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, because there's just nothing around. There's
right.
The infrastructure's not there because you need backhaul data to get there, and you need power, obviously, and you get some away from stuff enough. Like that's a huge investment that a company's like, people might be driving through this for 40 seconds on the highway, so it's not really worth us covering.
Right.
So
it's fascinating. It's fascinating technology, and they're using a frequency that's already built in to most cell phones.
doing
most,
the low band, right? So 600.
I can't remember. They mentioned it, and it's probably in the press release.
That's T-Mobile's low band.
The low band, yeah. So you can use this with your existing cell phone and don't have to have any other hardware, and it'll be available on most popular plans for free. What they said.
And the idea being, like it basically is emergency coverage, basic connectivity for right now, where there is none with T-Mobile, and so like there are those huge spots, like you said, that there's no cell phone coverage. It's not like there's no T-Mobile there, but Verizon's there or whatever.
Right.
It's like nothing's there, and so it becomes increasingly dangerous now to go to those kind of remote areas and do anything.
Yeah.
Because the minute you do, like if something were to happen, no one's going to find you.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to get to you, and so
Yeah.
at least to be able to send out emergency stuff to keep connected. If you went on a camping trip, to at least be able to send some updated text and stuff like that for right now. Like that's a huge step forward.
Yeah.
Versus just like, well, I'm out here, might as well throw my phone in the car and you'll hear from me in a week, which maybe some of us need to do that.
And the cool thing, they were explaining, your phone will not know the difference that it's connected to this tower or to the the antenna in space, which is really cool. But yeah, this is very early. They haven't even started really building the technology. Like they've obviously tested it and everything, but it's late 2023 is when this will start rolling out in beta. So yeah, we'll be kind of tracking this one. This is something that's pretty cool, and
because this is big for any and all industries. I mean, it's
this isn't just this is a neat.
That's what Joe was telling me this morning.
This is a game changer
because he watched it and he said, if you know anything about Elon, his personality's different, but he was trying to emphasize to the general viewer how important this is, because if you're not into this kind of stuff, you may not grasp the gravity of what they are doing, and not just what they're doing, but the potential it has for opening the door to a truly connected world.
It's very, very cool. I was nerding out a little bit last night. It was it's cool stuff, and the future of having data plugged in there
that'd be amazing, even if it was
incredible.
Slowish. If you can get your basic stuff done even in remote places, that's pretty wild. And the technology probably is just at the point where they'll be able to figure it out, and they'll get the satellites up into place where, I mean, frequency's frequency. Like as long as they can send the signal that can be received by the smartphone, and it could end up being a situation where, hey, in the future, in addition to 5G and Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth, there's also this other thing that helps you connect to Starlink. If you're a T-Mobile phone, you need this little band in there to connect to get fuller. Because I don't know what Starlink's if you had that service and the little receiver and all that stuff. Like what are we talking here?
Yeah.
Is it like 10 megs, or are we talking 100 megs?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
What's Andy Cam? Can you look that up? What peak speed for Starlink internet?
Yeah. What sort of connectivity we talking here?
Yeah, because I mean, satellite internet has always been pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I remember when they announced Starlink that it was like it's not that
better. Yeah.
It's not going to be what you're used to.
So premium for $500 a month is up to 500 megabits per second.
Okay, so there's plenty of bandwidth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's insatiably huge.
Yeah.
Price. My words aren't working.
Yeah.
None of those words made sense.
I mean, that's not much more than my Xfinity bill, so whatever.
Yeah. $500 a month.
500. That's a lot.
That's a lot of money
a lot.
for half a gig. But it's half a gig like wherever you go.
Right.
Right, and that's the thing. If you're running some sort of operations where you are in a remote place and you have to have a reliable connection for a business or some sort of something to run, then you're running covert operations in Siberia or something like that.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
That's right.
Totally worth it.
That's right. Hey, everyone. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Chromecast. If you want to see the full episode, we have a whole other YouTube channel that's the full episode. It's all of the stuff, not just clips.
The Chromecast podcast.
The Chromecast podcast.
Without the clips.
Yeah.
All of it.
But if you like this, give us a thumbs up. Go in there, click subscribe, and click the notification bell icon. It helps the algorithm.
Yep.
And you'll see our stuff when we publish new clips.
Yeah.
Just go check it out. All right. We'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.